I cried like I saw death. That means I cried, my throat dry. They beg people for ordinary water. They don't even give me water to drink. Now when I tell them, say I won't make calls, make person send me that 1 million. That time they go buy me water, make tea for me, buy me rice and chicken, say my chop. I swear, pray make Nigeria no ever happen to you.
First and foremost, Nigerian police, we don't do human trafficking in Cameroon. In fact, on the contrary, you people are the ones, you Nigerians, that are trafficking our people. Our girls that go to Nigeria for travel line or whatsoever, you people traffic them. The ones that go there to do business, to go and buy, you guys kidnap them, you traffic them into different kinds of things. You deceive people from Cameroon, take them to Nigeria, go and some even don't even come back.
In Nigerian police, as a Cameroonian that I am, and I have fallen in so many traps while being here, a lot of people have walked to me and told me that they need money to go back to their village, that they are stranded, they are this. And as a Cameroonian, I know we have kind heart.
So for all of this suddenly, or change story on phone she, I shall push you my job, go down for the lossy, you loan. Pity, good art woman. You know I could down on just small game. Around Jeff Lale.
Hello fellow Africans, Lillian here. If you are new here, I will appreciate a like on this video. Remember, the subscribe button is 100% free. Remember to leave your comments down there in the comment section as we get into this update video about one of our sisters from Cameroon who got into trouble in Lagos, Nigeria. After making the video yesterday, I decided to send her a DM on TikTok. I sincerely wanted to help. I wanted to help not because I can afford it. You know how it is. I can't look away. And I did not get any replies from her. But waking up this morning, I realized that she was live. I decided to join and I asked her a couple of questions which I believe would interest you. But before we get to that part of the video, I would like you to see how Cameroonians reacted and also some Nigerians when they heard about her arrest in Lagos.
In Nigerian police, this is from somebody that is from Cameroon, and I have a Cameroon sister that have been detained here for being trapped by somebody that planned a plan work. This is what happened. She comes here in Nigeria to buy her goods like normal people go to other countries to buy their goods and go and sell it back to their country. So while being here, she was in a hotel where she met a teenager that told her that she's being trafficked and then she needs to go back to the village because she is scared. As a Cameroonian that I am, and I have fallen in so many traps while being here, a lot of people have walked to me and told me that they need money to go back to their village, that they are stranded, they are this. And as a Cameroonian, I know we have kind heart. So obviously she tried to take the girl to go with her to the park. Why going to the park with this girl? There are men that circled them and told her that where is she bringing this girl? And the girl now changed her narrative and said the lady instead was the one trying to traffic her to bring her back in Cameroon. And mind you, she was not having her goods she came to buy. She was going to the park. So later they took her to the police station and the police is asking her for 1 million. 1 million for what exactly? This is a plan work that have been planned to put somebody and take money from her. Because why would you just bring somebody and say you have investigated and then you want to like take 1 million for her? For what? See, dear Nigerians, there is a small thing that bring chaos, and I think South Africans are trying to drive you guys to do whatever. Don't bring problem to your head upon every neighboring country. Like, we are very peaceful. Both Cameroon and Nigeria have visa free. So please, you guys should not, you not do things like cost more. We Cameroonians, we dey craze. We dey craze. And you guys have people that work there in Cameroon.
Pity, good art woman. You know could down on just small game. Around Jeff Lale, Alain, Jeff. So Musha plan bush madam padasi.
So, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chi and I come in peace. This is an emergency video. I just got tagged into something very important. You guys should listen.
Please, guys. I'm in a police station right now in Nigeria. So, The hotel where I was lodging in Lagos, I came to buy markets in Lagos. The hotel where I was lodging, I met one small girl. They always working at the hotel.
So wait, let me explain. Let me just be very quick here. Long story short, this girl was set up apparently. Based on her explanation, I can deduce that she was set up because she's explaining that the hotel where she was lodging, a girl, a teenager there met her and told her that the madam that owns the hotel is trafficking her, using her for prostitution, and she doesn't want to do that anymore. Then the madam brought her from the village and told her that, look, you're coming to Lagos to work and go to school. But she came and then the madam is forced her to do prostitution. So the madam begged this our Cameroonian sister by name Boss Chick. The girl, begged Boss Chick to please help her take her back to her village, like put her on a bus or something. So she took this girl in the night and was taking the night bus. They went to the station, to the bus station actually. On their way there, a group of men stopped them. They were armed with guns. And then the little girl changed the story and rather told the group of men who happened to be police officers that the Boss Chick, on the contrary, she's trying to traffic her and take her to Cameroon. How is someone in your country single-handedly trying to traffic you and take you to Cameroon? Anyway, that doesn't even make sense. Now, the shocking part is that the police arrested the girl, took her to the police station, and are asking her to pay 1 million or else they'll send her to prison. So actually, if you guys actually did, they claim that they did their investigation and they conclude that she is part of a human trafficking ring in Cameroon. First and foremost, Nigerian police, we don't do human trafficking in Cameroon. In fact, on the contrary, you people are the ones, you Nigerians, that are trafficking our people. Our girls that go to Nigeria for travel line or whatsoever, you people traffic them. The ones that go there to do business, to go and buy, you guys kidnap them, you traffic them into different kinds of things. You deceive people from Cameroon, take them to Nigeria, go and some even don't even come back. We've heard lots of cases that Cameroonian girls have gone to Nigeria and they did not come back. A lot of them were killed, a lot of them were trafficked, a lot of things happened to them, and we stay quiet. I want to say this thing, See, they say the finger that lingers around the anus will touch excreta. Nigeria is that finger. You are lingering around the, you will touch excreta for back Cameroonian people their hand, because we are the highest people that like you guys. There's the only country in the whole world that harbors more Nigerians than Cameroon is Benin. There's more than 5 million Nigerians living in Cameroon, working in Cameroon, doing business in Cameroon. Have you guys ever heard that anything happens to a Nigerian in Cameroon? No. But every day, we're either hearing that our Cameroonians are being locked up there, they are being trafficked, they are being kidnapped, and terrible things happen to them. We say no. This is the thing that started xenophobia. We are not xenophobic people. We are loving people. We are open-minded people. We welcome people all over the world. But if you guys push us, you will not like the narrative. I've told you guys that you see this generation, we are very radical. We don't have time for these petty games that people are playing. Those people in that Lagos police station, in my 2 in Lagos, people should release this girl. You want to tag here Nigerian celebrities, VDM, and this is clearly a setup. You guys should go to this girl, this Boss Chick. What's her handle? Boss Chick. You guys should go and watch the video. It's clearly a setup, and we say no. You not carry our sisters and you go and lock up in your country, you set them up and you're expecting them to pay money for what? Oh, those people in that police station, people should release our immediate effect. Immediate effect. Nigerian consulates in Cameroon, please. People should I don't know how the Nigerian hierarchy or whatever, the consul general, the ambassador, please just be tagging them. Share it. It should just let them, please. It's this kind of small things that is starting chaos. Before we want to riots, people start rioting against Nigerians in this country, just like they are doing in Ghana and South Africa, everywhere. Please, people should not bring that thing close to us. Do not take our leniency and our peace-loving nature for granted. Please, you can see I'm sweating in this video because Douala is very hot, and I'm very hot.
Guys, concerning this same lady that I just posted now, I've been seeing all your comments where you all are blaming her, this or that. Yes, you all are right to blame her. What she did is very wrong. Trying to take that girl from Nigeria to Cameroon is very wrong. So if her story is true, then she herself is at fault here. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that now is not the time to throw blames at her. Now is the time to make sure that she is safe and secured in the hands of the right authorities, not the ones that are threatening to buy her. That's the point here. Nobody is saying she was right. She was very wrong. No matter how touching a girl's story may sound to you, you have no right to take her to your own country. What she did is very wrong. Right now, we just want to make sure she is secured in the hands of the right authorities, because where she is right now, like she said in her video, they are threatening to buy her. We just want to make sure she is safe and secured in the right authorities, then the right proceedings can be followed. That's just all. Nobody is saying what she did is right. So that's it.
How did this guy's video made it here? I cannot explain how. How did I get you to come here? If you weren't going to say a thing about your sister, you for just please try to close your mouth. This lady was not intending to take the Nigerian girl to Cameroon. The truth is, Boss Chick was not intending to take the young Nigerian girl to Cameroon. What she wanted to do for the girl was to send her back to her family in a particular part of Nigeria. She mentioned it on her live video because a lot of people wanted to know, including myself, I wanted to know which part of Nigeria the girl comes from so that it can make sense why she wanted to use the night bus to help send the girl back to her part of Nigeria and then get her own vehicle to go to the southern part of Nigeria where she will connect from there to her country, Cameroon. So all these blames that people are heaping on her, yada, 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 it's not every human being that is cold-hearted. Some people loves to help people that are in need. Boss Chick is a typical Cameroonian woman. That is how kind-hearted they are. A Cameroonian woman will go all out. I'm sitting in Ghana today because a Cameroonian woman helped me get here. A typical Cameroonian woman, especially the English-speaking part of Cameroon, they are women. Your kind heart no go kill you. My Cameroonian sisters, let us change the pattern. To survive Nigeria, you have to be hardened. Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is a group made of countries upon countries. To survive Nigeria, you have to change your pattern, okay? You have to do like Nigerians. A lot of Nigerians are kind-hearted, and because of that, some of them are in prison. Some have lost their lives for simply being kind to their fellow Nigerian. For you to survive my country, because you see that country is not just one country, it's a group of countries in one, and that is how our behaviors are. Some people would do anything for the money, including bearing false witness against another. Do you understand? And I feel so bad for that little girl. She's only 17. She's taking instructions that would later destroy her life. I mean, bearing false witness against another person, especially someone that wanted to help you. My heart breaks for her, but they are using her to make their money because money must be made. Money must be made. So please, when you are in Nigeria, don't be kind to Nigerians, okay? Anyway, let's get to the other part of the video. She was live. I decided to join. By the time I could go get my screen recording device ready, she already answered the question I asked her, but I was able to get some part of the live section, and here it is.
Bag that I packed my goods inside. The bag that I packed my goods inside, they gave me, although some of my goods are missing, even my power banks, 2 power banks, they are missing. It was inside my handbag. They are missing. Some of my goods that were inside that my bag, they are missing. So many people that were even my enemies, they reshared my video, they posted my video, they make sure it went viral before I could even start getting help. My problem was not money, like I told you people. My problem was not money. I've been released already from the police custody, and now I already have my transport to go back to my country. So why would I be needing money? I don't need money. The help that I needed, I received the help already. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I swear, I learned big time lesson. For me to help again, I fit dash out clothes. I fit do giveaway. But for me to listen to any pathetic story and remove my money to help anybody, that one go dey difficult. Except, like as I come media now, come cry, people help. That one, I feel help from a distance, but not close. I cannot help closely, but from a distance. I cried like I saw death. That means I cried, my throat dry. They beg these people for ordinary water. They don't even give me water to drink. Now when I tell them, say I won't make calls, make person send me that 1 million. That time they go buy me water, make tea for me, buy me rice and chicken, say my chop. I swear, pray make Nigeria no ever happen to you. Okay, no problem. Take good care of yourself, and I am also sorry for everything.
Of course, I went through the comment section of the video I posted yesterday. There we have a group of some confused Nigerians coming at me. I beg, I not be on a problem, okay? Focus on your focus. And some already calling me a tribal bigot. I don't know which part of that video had anything to do with a tribe yesterday. But I know I will never be able to please Nigerians, okay? Because you people have a big problem. You do not hate me, you hate yourselves. All right? The videos I'm doing now, if it is Adeola that do it, all of you will be out there urinating in your panties and be shouting hallelujah. The videos I do here, if you go to Nezaville channel, you'll be screaming, wow, you are so intelligent and beautiful. You people are going to be fine, okay? You have no conscience. When you see Nigerians from places that you are not identified as, you will start to want to buy yourselves. You want to buy, but you're out there begging for African unity. You forgot that charity begins at home.